The moment he saw his mother's body, Jack's eyes were instantly consumed by rage. At that moment, the enemy behind him took the chance to launch a sneak attack, but in the very next second the situation completely flipped. He slowly turned around. With just one look he pinned the enemy in place. Even the ground beneath them cracked apart. The enemy was terrified and immediately begged for mercy, but Jack had no intention of stopping. He slammed him hard back into the ground. The man struggled to lift his head, but in the end he died on the spot. At this moment everything was controlled by the sensing system. Jack quickly evacuated the lab, only to find he was already surrounded. But with just a glance, Jack sent two enemies flying instantly. The enemies immediately opened fire trying to suppress him, but the bullets couldn't hurt him at all. That power had given him terrifying abilities. Everything around him began to collapse. When he finally found his mother's killer, all sense of reason was completely gone. He stared him down without blinking. In the next second even the wheelchair was crushed and twisted, and under the immense pressure he was killed instantly. Jack had finally avenged his mother, but he had completely lost control. A shockwave burst out and destroyed the entire lab. The moment the doors were opened, all officers went on high alert. Jack tore open the walls with his telekinesis. There was nothing left in his eyes but killing intent. The police started firing wildly, but they couldn't even touch a single hair on him. The overwhelming pressure forced everyone to their knees. They struggled desperately to stand up, but Jack gave them no chance. He ripped up an entire section of the ground, and in the next second everyone was thrown into the air. The entire squad was swallowed by dust and debris. At that moment the commander drove an armored vehicle and fired at Jack. The powerful impact forced Jack to keep stepping back, until he finally couldn't hold on and collapsed to the ground. At the brink of life and death, a teammate drove in and blocked the fatal blow, but the commander kept firing like a madman. That companion never woke up again after saving him. The moment Jack saw his teammate fall, he completely lost it. He slowly stood up and walked toward the enemy, gathering all his power into one. He unleashed his final strike. All the enemies in front of him were wiped out instantly. In the end, the entire unit was buried under the ruins.